right, guys, real estate video marketing tips to generate more leads, because that's what it's all about. Let's start with some stats. 50% of buyers are finding their new home online, which honestly, I thought this would be a little bit more, because nowadays, like, people aren't looking at newspapers for listings. They're really online. They're on Zillow.com, they're on Realtor.com. If you're utilizing Facebook ads and Instagram, then people could be finding listings from social media. This is one of the listings. I run my husband's social media, so we've always got his listings being promoted as paid ads on Facebook, on Instagram, and we're getting him in front of more people. So it's obvious that people are spending more time online, and their actual first destination to even look for a home or find a realtor is by using their phone. So I'm going to show you guys how to harness video for more leads. So the agenda for today, we're going to talk about going live on social media. I'm going to teach you how to repurpose all your video to other channels so that you're kind of doing less work but reaching more people. And I've got a tool for you to use that I just learned about, and I've been using it, and it's crazy good, and it's not that expensive. We're going to talk about email video marketing. If there's anything I could tell you guys to do, if you're not going to get on Reels and be crazy on TikTok, then I stress to you, use email and use video email. And I have a tool for you there. We're going to be talking about videos that you can put on your website. I've got a tool there too. And then some short form video ideas, and then some pro tips at the end. And if you have to log out during this training, I will send it over afterwards. So first and foremost, going live on Facebook and Instagram, live streams are becoming really, really popular. Especially in the real estate space. They're giving you a chance to showcase your property in real time. They're giving you a chance to interact with viewers, ask questions, whether you're like teaching them something or maybe you want to show a listing. Going live on either of those platforms, it's easy to do, and it works. It gets you in front of more people. So the cool thing about when you go live on Facebook or Instagram, when you're done with that live video, it actually, you can save it at the end. So there's like this little prompt that comes up, hey, do you want to save your video? Always click yes, always save that video, and then put it, wherever you want to put it. I usually store it on my computer. It's a mess, but that's where I store it. So once you have this video, a lot of the times people just let those videos sit there and die. And I actually was letting that happen. I have so much content on my Instagram page that is just sitting there dying. But that is until I heard about getmunch.com. So they reached out to me for a partnership. And anytime I work with people, I'm like, let me see if this actually really works. So I always ask for them to give me a login so I can test it myself, because I do not promote anything unless I can like really stand behind it. So I got this login to Get Munch, and I uploaded one of my old live videos. I think it was honestly like, it was a live video from like 3 or 4 months ago, just sitting there. Again, it was dying. Actually, it was dead by then. No one was watching it anymore. It's at the bottom of my profile. So I downloaded that video and I uploaded it into Get Munch. And Get Munch took that long form video. I think it was like a 30-minute video. And it ended up taking that video and cutting it up into 26 more videos for me. So what Munch does is it has like this AI that it listens to what you're saying, and then it breaks up your video into like 30-second clips. So what I did there, and what you guys can do, is if you ever decide to go live on Instagram or Facebook or maybe even TikTok, talk about maybe what you need to do to buy a home. A lot of people don't even understand all of the steps that are involved, getting pre-approved, what do you have to do to get pre-approved? How can you start looking for homes? If you just talked about that for 30 minutes and then downloaded that video and put it into Get Munch, it'll spit out all kinds of little tiny videos, and then you can go repurpose those, which means repost them to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. So YouTube Shorts are supposed to be the Mega Man of 2023. So if you're not on YouTube right now, I highly recommend you go ahead and get a YouTube channel, save your username so nobody else gets it. I would just use your first and last name since you're a realtor, and start uploading YouTube Shorts. So if you upload a TikTok or a Reel, save that video and repost it over to YouTube Shorts. So that one video that I was telling you guys about, my live, I ended up taking those videos that Munch gave me and I uploaded them into the YouTube shorts, which you guys can see a screenshot right here. Like they're doing okay. One of them reached almost 2,000 views. I was like, hello, that would have never happened if I didn't use this. A couple of them reached almost 600 views. One of them only reached 50 views, but 50 views is better than 0 views. So if you're not using or haven't heard of Get Munch, write it down and go check it out. And I believe it's like, actually, I don't know how much it is per month, but it's not too expensive and it does a lot of work for you. I will tell you that if you hired like a freelancer to do that for you, I know people are charging like $150 per video. And I know that Get Munch is cheaper than that and will give you 26 videos for the price of one that you would get from a freelancer. So Get Munch, really cool. The next one we want to talk about is making videos and emails. So emails are really good for ROI. They work. When you add video into your email, you make it even better because you're building trust, you're building authority, you're staying on top of your prospect's radar. And even if it's not even a prospect lead, maybe you're sending emails out to your sphere, your past clients, you're still staying on top of mine. So some great ways to incorporate video into email could be something like maybe you sending a personalized open house thank you message, or maybe it's even you inviting them to an open house, a market update. You could tell them what's going on in the market this month, or a personalized CMA offer. So here's the tool that I recommend you guys use. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of BombBomb, and if you have, drop it in the chat for me if you've heard of BombBomb. Where is my chat? There it is. BombBomb is basically an email marketing video tool. Let's see, I think someone said yes. Okay, good. BombBomb's really, really cool. I have a client right now that she'll record a video in BombBomb and then save it, and then we email it out to her list. I mean, it depends who we're sending the email, what it's about. Gilbert says he uses it. BombBomb is a really cool tool, and it will help you get your face out there and really be more personalized with your email marketing. So have a few tips for this. So when you're creating your own email videos, you need to ensure that they're short. They do not need to be long. They need to be short, to the point, honestly, under 2 minutes, preferably 30 seconds. But I know that's really hard to get good, valuable information into 30 seconds. So keep it under 2 minutes if possible. Now, the cool thing with BombBomb too is like, if I wanted to send a video by email right now, for example, like I'll screen share sometimes to send over my clients like a how-to video or something. And when I send it over, it really just sends this ugly link. And if I weren't sending them over like a how-to, they probably wouldn't even click it. The thing with BombBomb is it's got like a little picture there that kind of shows you starting to talk, kind of like how TikTok does with their videos. So people are more inclined to click it. So BombBomb is the bomb if you're looking for email marketing tool. The next video that I want you guys to start incorporating is introduction videos, and these can be added onto your website. So imagine sitting in a nice living room. Maybe you got this luxury listing. You want to pretend it's yours. That's cool. Go into that listing, bring a ring light, and just introduce us to who you are, why you got into real estate, and what you help people do. I do recommend writing a little bit of a script for introduction videos because they do need to be a little bit formal. If you're just getting on there and kind of saying a lot like I'm doing right now, or you just don't have any substance to it, it's not gonna work for you. But if you've got a script in mind with an actual call to action at the end, like something they could do, maybe like you'll give them a free assessment on their home valuation, that would be a good introduction video. Now, the tool I have for you guys on this is ChipBot, ChipBot. So ChipBot, what this does is, say you have a website, it's going to put this little bubble at the bottom of your website that says like, ask me anything. And then when they click on that, there's a couple different things that ChipBot offers. So there's a chat, a live chat, which what happens is if someone chats you, it will email you immediately so you can respond to them immediately. 2, you can go ahead and put in some already like frequently asked questions that you get a lot so people can just look up the answer there. Or 3, you can have a video pop up. And that's where an introduction video would come in handy for you to be like, hey, thanks for stopping by my website. I'd love to help you out. I'm basically the digital mayor of Highlands County. So if there's a place you want to look for a home or you need a good spot to get a burger, I'm your guy or I'm your girl. And then, tell them to send you a message or email you some kind of call to action at the end. But ChipBot is where it's at. And again, I think this one you have to pay for as well, but I don't think it's too expensive. And I will say business owner to business owner, guys, the best thing you can do is invest in these tools. My first year of like running my business, I was very stingy with where I was allocating my budget. But this year I've started like putting more money into stuff and it's really giving me one, a return on investment. I'm kind of watching more leads come in. And two, it's taking a whole lot of stress and work off of me because you guys need to be out there, knocking on doors or calling people. You don't have time to just sit on your website and chat with somebody. So use these tools to help you grow your business. So the next kind of video, this one's pretty obvious, but listing walkthroughs are super, super important for realtors. You can record using your phone, just little snippets of you walking through the home. You can edit those snippets within the Reels or TikTok app and then post it. If you really want to get jiggy with it, a good editing tool that I like to recommend to people is either Splice or InShot. So InShot kind of looks like this. It's this little app. There's a free version. This is a free tool you can use. The reason that I like InShot is because I can easily trim up my video if I want to. I can actually remove pieces of my video. So maybe you're talking in your video and you've got some awkward silences or something like that. You can clip those out. You'll split the clip. There's a little button, split clip, and then you trash that piece of the video. You can also merge video clips, adjust the speed. So maybe you did a video walkthrough, but the video walkthrough was a minute long. You can go in there and kind of speed it up because honestly, people don't need you to walk real slow in a home anyways. When I get realtor videos to edit, I speed them up a little bit so that I can get them under 30 seconds and it does the job of walking through the home. And then another reason I like InShot is because it's user friendly. So this is a really good one for editing. And then I also told you guys Splice is really good too. Splice is a little more, there's a little more features in Splice, but it's a little bit harder to learn. So it depends if you want to learn that or not. InShot's probably the most beginner friendly. I'm going to show you guys a really great way to do these listing walkthroughs is to angle it as like a, here's what you can get in Orlando for $250,000. Instead of it just being like, hey, I'm going to walk you through 301 2-lane circle. Like no one really cares about that. But if you talk to them with their pain point of my budget's $250,000, then they're more likely to watch the video. Second type of short-term video I like is listing video hack. So in case you didn't know this, Canva has templates for you to make reels now. So a couple different things about this hack that I'm telling you about. One, if you like Canva, if you like to use it, throw all your listing pictures into Canva, search for Reels template, and then you'll find a template that will allow you to put those homes in and it will kind of push them as a slideshow. The second hack here is if you don't use Canva, you can actually just do this within the Reels editing app or the TikTok app. When you go to create a video, you'll just click all of the listing photos and then press next, and it's going to put them all there together for you. And then the video will kind of be a slideshow, but at the end of the day, it's better than you not posting anything at all. So if you're not into video, you don't want to talk, you just want to do pictures for the day, that's fine. Throw them all into the editing feature and it will make the reel for you. Educational guides are your next type of video that you guys should be using as realtors. These can live on your website, they can live on YouTube, or they can just sit on your profiles on TikTok or Instagram. The biggest thing here is you just want to add value. So what do I mean by educational guides? Well, let me explain. What I mean here is kind of like a neighborhood video guide. So imagine that someone was relocating to Orlando and they know nothing about it except Mickey Mouse. You know, that's when you could come in And you can kind of help that prospective client understand really what is the area around, the home that they're wanting, the area, the community they're wanting to move into, everything from transportation. You could give them a tour of like bus stops, trains. I know there's that cool Sunrail over there. Show off those things. You can also do little tours of like the best places for nightlife, recreation, restaurants, landmarks, all of this stuff. Those are what I mean when I say neighborhood video guide. There's one guy actually in Orlando, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he got really popular because he took advantage of the Disney, scene, and he posts videos all the time for like Disney lovers, but he ties it into like finding a home in the Orlando area so that you can live with that Disney obsession. Ken Pozak. Okay, I'll have to look him up. Maybe that might even be the person that I'm talking about. But there are people out there, don't recreate the wheel. Like, see what's working for them, and then how can you do that? I like to do for our realtors at the agency. I own Influence Marketing Studio. We do a local spotlight every Friday for them. So we ask them, each week, where's your favorite ice cream shop? Where's your favorite place to grab a burger? Where's your favorite coffee shop? And then each Friday we'll highlight those. Most of the time we're posting pictures for them because realtors are busy and don't want to record videos. But we do have a realtor, Kelly, who's actually an old news reporter. So she's really big into video. She'll actually go and record snippets of the restaurant or whatever we're highlighting that week. And then we put it together as a reel. And then the cool thing about this is you'll tag that business, and then that business will want to share it to their profiles too. So it just really helps you get your name out there, and it helps you get in front of more people. So I love, love, love neighborhood video guides. And if you're thinking of like, how can I home this on my website? So imagine you have your website, and then like there's a page maybe that says like, trying to think of a community. I live in Sebring, so I'm just gonna say like Harder Hall, because that's a golf community here that's super popular. So imagine if you had like a Harder Hall page, and then the videos were like best place to grab a burger, best place to get coffee, or maybe you're just showing the homes around there and the golf course. So that's how you could work in those neighborhood guides. Pros of neighborhood guides, which I kind of just went over. They're good to live on your websites, and they're good to promote through social media, but you can also email these videos to people that are interested in relocating to your area. So remember, I told you email is pretty much the biggest ROI pusher right now. That's where you can say, hey, that's a great question. Let me show you what the neighborhood looks like. Click this link to visit my website, and then just link them to your page. If you're wondering how to home these videos on your website, what I would do is probably make a YouTube channel, upload them to there, and then you can just embed that video onto your website. So that's probably the easiest way to drive traffic to it. And then every other email, push people like, hey, we're on YouTube. Go subscribe to my channel for updates on local happenings and our favorite hotspots in Orlando. Another kind of video that you guys should be harping on is testimonials. These are the easiest videos to make. And you're probably like, no, they're not. How do I get someone to give me a testimonial? So a couple different ways to do testimonial videos. The best way that works the most, but it's harder to do, is to get your client to give you a little 30-second video testimonial. Tell them, get in front of the camera, give me some raw emotion of how it felt to use me as your realtor. Again, that's super hard to get people to do. People don't have time. So in the other case, there are templates, again, in Canva, where you can type in like testimonial reel. And then that would be resized for a YouTube short, a TikTok, and an Instagram reel, and a Facebook reel. All right, so I've got some video pro tips to wrap us up after all of those amazing ideas I just gave you. So tip number 1, focus on the lifestyle and not just the property. So this is a mindset thing for realtors. Again, I know at the end of the day, you're just trying to sell the home, but think about selling it as a lifestyle. you're not just selling the property, but like actually convince the buyer to buy the lifestyle around it. I know there's some bougie communities over in Tampa or Orlando. Like, take advantage of that and show off like what it would feel like to actually live in that area. Another way I wrote down here, a good way to do this is to showcase the neighborhood, like where it's situated in, the kind of amenities that come with it. So maybe if it's like this luxury golf neighborhood, and guess what? Not every listing is going to be luxury, and that's okay too. Like if it's not a luxury neighborhood, just talk about what are some cool things about it. Like, is Trader Joe's only a 5-minute drive, or can you go to the gym around the block? Like, just think of some highlights about that area and sell that lifestyle. Tip number 2, repurpose your videos. That's where Get Munch, the tool that I told you about in the beginning, will really help you. Say you create a video telling your audience the steps they need to take before they purchase a property. You can upload that full video onto your YouTube channel, but then you could also take it and break it up into like several different 30-second videos and then share those onto Instagram Reels, TikTok, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts. Repurpose your videos. Like I told you guys too, like that video, I'm sure you guys can scroll on your Instagram or your Facebook or something and find an old video that just isn't being utilized anymore and repurpose it. That's your tip for today, guys, is to go find an old video and do something else with it. Put it somewhere else today. And if you don't have a video, then take an old post that you did that performed really well and go post it on another social channel. Tip number 3, keep them short and sweet. So a recent Microsoft study actually said that our attention span has dropped even more worse. It's down to 8 seconds. So anytime you create a video, you need to try to like hook them in those first couple seconds, because you're probably only going to get their attention for 8 seconds. If they like what you're showing them, then of course you're going to keep it, hopefully, but keep that hook in there. So I always tell people to start with a hook, start with a pain point. There's a really good, I think it's called like, I don't know what it's called, negative marketing maybe, where you kind of like, you hit on the negative parts of something, like 3 mistakes you're making in doing something. And people are always like, oh my God, am I making these mistakes? So you could do something like 3 things you shouldn't do before you buy a home. Like people are nosy and want to watch those. So those are good hooks to pull people in. Tip number 4, include a CTA always in your video. Always, always super important to have a call to action. Whether it's in your video or it's in the caption of your video, tell them what they need to do. What is their next step to connect with you?